Hey class, welcome to chapter 9 measurement. Today we kick off with exercise 9a, length and perimeter. So this should all be a review of what you've done in the last 3 years anyway, but just in case we will go through it all again. Remember that perimeter is the distance around the outside of the shape, or the length of the outside of a shape. We can find it by adding together all the sides, okay, or all side lengths. Circumference is the perimeter specifically of a circle, and it is found using c equals 2 pi times the radius, or circumference equals pi times diameter. So 2 times the radius is the diameter, okay? You can also find the perimeter of a sector, which we'll use an example of in a moment, using this formula here in the yellow box, okay, where theta is the angle between the radii. Let's jump in with an example now. Calculate the perimeter of each shape, and I've got 4 shapes for you today. The first is this lovely little triangle. I like to state P equals, okay, P for perimeter when I set up equations, just as really good maths, okay. P equals, and we're literally just going to add the 3 sides. 4 plus 3 plus 5, working optional, is of course 12. Please remember your units. We have 12 meters here. It's not 12 centimeters, it's not 12 kilometers, it is 12 meters. Let's up the stakes a little bit. We've got here this funny looking shape, okay? Each of these lines means that these sides are the same shape. Apologies for them being huge, but that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 side lengths that are all 2 centimeters long. Okay, so already the perimeter of the shape is going to be 2 centimeters times 6 of them. However, we need to know what this and this length are. At this point, I hope that you can see that this, and this added together make the same length as the base, okay? And we've already got 2, 4, 6 there. So we add another 6 centimeters here. And on the other side, the same goes. This here, and this here length will add together to make this. So again, we have another 6, okay? Adding all of those together, we get 24 centimeters, okay? Use your calculator to help you out if you're not too sure on the quick math. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 6, 18, plus 6 again is 24. Let's try a circle now. Instead of using P equals, I'm going to use C equals for circumference. C equals, I'm given the radius in this circle, okay? Remember that diameter goes all the way across the middle. Radius is only from the center of the circle to circumference. So I'm going to use this first version of this formula, okay? Pick and choose which one you like. Use them both depending on the situation. Or just use 2 pi r, okay? I prefer to use 2 pi r anyway and convert diameter for when we get to area, but we'll talk about that more when we get to area. So we have 2 pi, which is a number, times a radius of 13. You can leave it at 26 pi millimeters, that's an exact value, or you can punch it into your calculator and spit out 81.68 millimeters as an approximate value. Okay, so I've just rounded that to 2 decimal places. The question doesn't specify, so you should leave it at the exact value, but I will give you both just in case. And finally, the big one. We have here a sector. So a sector is, if I cut a pizza up and took a slice, no matter what shape that slice is, as long as I cut it through the middle, I have a sector, or a slice of pizza, okay? In this sector, the radius is 4.7 centimeters, and the angle between the 2 radii, which we'll call theta, is 115 degrees, okay? And remember that r equals. If it helps for you to label everything, please do that. All right, so the perimeter of this shape is going to be given by using our yellow box formula now. The angle is 115 over 360. What this part here tells us is how much of a whole circle we have. So a whole circle is 360 degrees. We have 115 parts of those 360. okay? We're going to multiply that by the circumference formula. So that's giving us this length out here, okay, the curved edge, times 2 pi times our radius of 4.7, okay? And then we're going to add both of the radii. So again, I have 2 times 4.7. Nearly didn't fit it on the screen just then. Whew. You can put the degrees in this if you'd like. It doesn't really make a difference as long as they're punched in the calculator correctly. So of course, we're going to type that in to our calculators. And we get, if my calculator was correct in the first place, apparently it is 18.83 centimeters. Okay, and I'm hoping I've typed that in correctly in the first place so that the solutions are correct when I upload these. And that's all there is to perimeter, guys. So there's two formulas, 2 pi r, and this one here for a sector, okay? Label things as you need to, set out as much working as you need to, and always remember your units. But otherwise, I have no other new content for you. Good luck with the work and let me know how you go. As always, if you have any questions, send them through, but I'll speak to you all very, very soon.